Should I or shouldn't I? And the question, should I or shouldn't I, is specifically today with regards to should I take my 1/3 or should I not take my 1/3 at retirement? And today, this might be a bit of a longer video, but I want to explain to you my opinion about why I believe it's important in most cases for people to take their 1/3 in cash when it comes to retirement. Please, again, this is not for everybody. Not everybody's circumstances are going to be the same. But I'm going to give you an example today of a specific client that I had. Not going to mention the client's names or details, but I'm going to give you the actual figures. And based on this, I'm going to explain to you why I believe it's important for somebody that goes into retirement to take their 1/3 in cash and take their 2/3 after that for either a living annuity or life annuity. So the scenario that we are working with is as follows. We have a husband and wife who are 57 years of age, both of them 57, and they have now decided to go into retirement. They therefore want to make use of a joint life guaranteed annuity. And the joint life guaranteed annuity that we are looking at is a 10-year guaranteed and lifelong annuity with a 6% annual increase in income. That is the plan that we're looking at. So the capital amount that they have for investment is 6,812,768 rands. This income, if we take a 10-year guaranteed and lifelong thereafter, as I've explained, at 6% annual increase in income, then the income that they can take based on this week's annuity rates, meaning this week's guaranteed rates, the income that they can receive from this is 33,929 Rand per month. This then gives them an annual income of 407,148 Rands. Now, if you go to our little tax booklet that tells us what the tax rates is that they are going to pay, on that amount of income of 407,148, the tax rates as per this year's tax tables is 31%. Now, remember, in the first scenario, they have not taken any 1/3. They've just taken everything as a monthly income. And therefore, this is the income that they get. And the tax rate that they are paying is going to be 31%. Now, let's move on. In the event that they decide to take 1/3 in cash and 2/3 as a monthly income, the 1/3 value is going to be 2,270,922 Rand. The 2/3 value is going to be 4,541,845 Rand. What does this mean for us? First of all, the 2,270,922 Rand 1/3 amount that they take, they are going to pay tax on that amount. And the amount of tax that they are going to pay is going to be 547,281 Rand. This, if you go and calculate it as a percentage of the 1/3, equals 24% tax. So they're already paying less tax on the 1/3 portion than they would be paying on the income if they decided to take the entire capital amount and take an income from it, because as we've seen, that amounted to 31% in tax. Now we take the 2/3, which is the 4,541,845, and we give them this guaranteed income at a 6% increase in income per year. The income based on this week's guaranteed rate is 22,602 Rand per month, which is 271,224 per year. This amount of income, based on current tax brackets, will be taxed at 26%. So here is the thing. Remember, when we calculated an income on the full capital value of the pension fund, the income would have been taxed at 31%. But by taking 1/3 in cash and paying 24% tax, and taking the 2/3 as a monthly income, also on the guaranteed option, but now paying 26%, it means that your tax on both your 1/3 as well as your 2/3 income is at least 5 to 7% less than what it would be if you take the entire amount and you take an income from it. What happens now? Now I've taken my 1/3 in cash, and now I need to still generate an income from it in order to make sure that I've got enough. That's why I originally wanted to take an income from the full pension value. So what you can do now is you can take that 1/3 capital amount, you can go and buy an income plan, a 5-year income plan, guaranteed income plan that will give you an income of 11,000 Rand. in order to get to the 33,000 Rand that you would have gotten from your full pension amount. You take that portion of the capital, you buy that 5-year guaranteed income plan, and because it is your own money, it is seen as you withdrawing your own capital on a monthly basis. And therefore, you are taxed at the minimal on this income portion. You are taxed approximately on 10% of the actual income. Now, when you take that and you go and put it towards your 2/3 and the income that you're generating there and the income tax, it is not going to move your income tax bracket up. Highly unlikely. Might, but highly, highly, highly unlikely that it will move up your tax bracket. Now you take the difference of your 1/3, you go and put that into a capital growth plan, which you then invest with the intention of getting hopefully a 9 to 10 or even higher return on investment, which means that after 5 years, you've grown your capital back on your 1/3 even more. And now when your 5-year guaranteed income plan stops, then you start drawing an income from this capital once again to make up the difference that you need in income. And because it's now coming out of endowment, which you have received growth on, it is after-tax money or tax-free money if you want to see it that way. And this means that you are still generating the income that you would have generated from a 3/3 pension income plan. You're still generating the same income from a 2/3 pension income plan and a discretionary income portion. But remember, you're not paying tax on this 1/3 income portion. And because you're not paying tax, you're still only on a 26% tax bracket. So ladies and gents, that is the simple way that one puts this plan together and you save yourself at least 5 to 7% in taxes. I know that it does not always work out like this, but it's very, very often the case. As a matter of fact, I would say in the majority of cases. And that is why I recommend that people take 1/3 in cash and the 2/3 option they use to buy an income in the form of a living annuity or a guaranteed income annuity, depending on what their needs are. Yes, it also takes some financial discipline, because once you have withdrawn this 1/3, you must make sure that you do the necessary investments to give you capital growth and give you income, and not go and spend and waste that money. There's my quick explanation. I know it's a bit longer than usual, but that is my opinion about taking 1/3, 2/3. I know that it feels very, very bad to give SARS such a big amount of tax when that 1/3 gets taxed and the money gets deducted. But over the period of time that you're going to have your investment, you're going to pay that tax to SARS in any case. Only difference is it's going to be in smaller amounts, but you're still going to pay it. So you know what? Doesn't matter whether you pay tax to SARS now and give them 500,000 Rand today, or whether you pay them 5,000 Rand per month for the next 30 years. Tax we will have to pay. Now, I hope this little explanation on my opinion with regards to retirement income, taking 1/3, 2/3, or not taking 1/3, 2/3. I hope this has been of value to you. And if you need more information, you're welcome to contact us. We'll set up a planning session with you and we will assist you. Welcome to go to the profile. Our company details is there, Heptagon website where you can contact us, or a WhatsApp number. Feel free to contact us and we will assist you with any planning that you need. All the best. Keep well. Bye-bye.